Have you ever thought about what life would be like without hot water on demand? For most of us, stepping into a hot shower is as easy as turning a faucet. But imagine having no access to gas or electricity. How would you heat your water? That's the daily reality for the Amish, and they've found ingenious, low-tech ways to keep their showers warm without relying on modern conveniences. The Amish are masters of sustainability, and their methods for heating shower water are both simple and brilliant. They use systems powered by gravity, solar energy, and even old-fashioned wood stoves. Each technique showcases their ability to live in harmony with nature while meeting their daily needs. These methods don't just work, they're efficient, eco-friendly, and cost-effective. In this video, we'll explore the main ways Amish families heat their shower water. From gravity-fed systems that channel water without a pump, to wood stoves that double as water heaters, and solar tanks that harness the power of the sun, you'll discover how they achieve warm showers no matter the weather. Plus, we'll uncover their secrets to keeping water hot for longer with clever insulation techniques. By the end, you'll not only understand the Amish approach, but might even feel inspired to try a few of these methods yourself. Whether you're looking to cut down on utility bills, go off-grid, or simply learn something new, these techniques offer valuable insights into self-sufficient living. Before we dive in, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications for more videos about traditional, sustainable living, and let us know in the comments. Could you live without an electric water heater? Let's jump in. First, we'll look at gravity-fed water systems, a genius way to power showers without a single electric pump. One of the simplest yet most effective ways the Amish heat their shower water without gas or electricity is by using gravity-fed water systems. It's a low-tech marvel, requiring no pumps, wires, or power, just good old gravity doing all the work. This method is both sustainable and efficient, showing how resourcefulness and a little physics can solve everyday problems. Imagine this. A water tank is placed high above the ground, maybe in the attic of a home or on a sturdy wooden platform outside. When the faucet or shower head is turned on, gravity pulls the water downward through pipes, creating enough pressure for a steady flow. No pumps, no electricity, just the natural pull of gravity. For the Amish, this system works perfectly to deliver water wherever it's needed, including for showers. The genius of this method lies in its simplicity. By elevating the water tank, the force of gravity creates the necessary pressure to push the water through pipes and into the shower head. The higher the tank, the greater the pressure. It's like turning on a backyard hose that's connected to a water source above you. The water flows naturally with no extra help required. To make this system work, the Amish start with a sturdy, elevated water tank. These tanks can vary in size and material, but many are made from metal or durable plastic, ensuring they can hold enough water for daily use. Some tanks are even repurposed from other uses, an example of Amish resourcefulness in action. These tanks are carefully positioned to take advantage of gravity, often placed on raised platforms outdoors or inside the home in a high attic space. Connecting the tank to the home's plumbing system requires a series of pipes and valves. Gravity handles the flow of water, but the pipes need to be carefully angled to maintain steady pressure. The Amish are skilled at calculating these angles, ensuring the system delivers consistent water flow without relying on any modern gadgets. One key component of this system is filling the water tank. Since the Amish don't rely on electric pumps, they use manual methods like hand pumps or windmill-powered pumps to transfer water from a well or rainwater collection system into the tank. This process requires a bit of physical effort, but is entirely sustainable. It's another example of how the Amish prioritize self-sufficiency, using tools powered by natural forces or manual labor instead of electricity. Some Amish families integrate rainwater collection systems into their gravity-fed setups. Gutters and pipes direct rainwater into the tank, providing an easy and eco-friendly way to keep it full. This method is particularly useful during rainy seasons, as it eliminates the need for manual pumping. It's a testament to how the Amish work with nature rather than against it, finding simple solutions to meet their needs. Gravity-fed systems can deliver water at room temperature, but for warm showers, the water needs to be heated first. This is where the Amish get creative. They often connect the tank to a wood stove or solar water heater, ensuring the water is warmed before it flows into the shower. During colder months, the tank itself might be insulated with materials like straw or foam to prevent freezing and to keep the water warm for longer periods. A common setup involves running the pipes through or around a wood stove. As the stove heats up, the water in the pipes absorbs the heat and flows back into the tank, creating a cycle of warm water. This process is entirely natural, relying on heat transfer and gravity to keep the system running smoothly. It's an elegant solution that eliminates the need for modern water heaters while still providing warm showers. One of the biggest benefits of the gravity-fed system is its reliability. Without pumps or electrical components, there's little that can go wrong. The system requires minimal maintenance and has virtually no running costs, making it an ideal choice for off-grid living. Even during power outages or equipment failures, the system continues to function as long as the tank has water. Another advantage is its environmental impact. Gravity-fed systems produce no emissions and require no electricity, aligning perfectly with the Amish commitment to sustainable living. By using what's naturally available, gravity, rainwater, and manual labor, the Amish have created a system that's both efficient and eco-friendly. Of course, the gravity-fed system isn't without its challenges. One limitation is the water pressure, which depends entirely on the height of the tank. If the tank isn't elevated enough, the pressure may be too weak for a satisfying shower. To counter this, the Amish ensure their tanks are positioned as high as possible, often using sturdy platforms or attic spaces to achieve the necessary height. Another challenge is keeping the tank filled, especially during dry seasons. Manual pumping can be labor-intensive, but the Amish see it as part of their daily routine, a small price to pay for a sustainable, self-sufficient lifestyle. Additionally, they often combine multiple water sources, such as wells and rainwater, to ensure a consistent supply. The gravity-fed water system is a perfect example of how the Amish use simple, time-tested methods to meet their needs. It's low-tech but highly effective, proving that you don't need modern gadgets to enjoy a warm, refreshing shower. With a bit of planning and effort, this system can provide all the benefits of a traditional plumbing setup, without the reliance on gas or electricity. Another reliable way the Amish heat their shower water without gas or electricity is by using wood stoves. These stoves, already a centerpiece in many Amish homes for cooking and heating, also double as water heaters. This method is practical, efficient, and perfectly aligned with the Amish philosophy of making the most out of what's available. The process involves connecting a water tank to the wood stove, either directly or indirectly. As the stove burns, the heat generated is used to warm the water in the tank. Gravity or simple piping ensures that the hot water flows to the shower when needed, creating a system that's as low-tech as it is effective. One common setup uses copper coils wrapped around the flue pipe of the stove. These coils act as heat exchangers, absorbing warmth from the stove's exhaust and transferring it to the water. As the water inside the coils heats up, it rises into the tank, where it's stored until it's needed for a shower. Cooler water from the tank flows back into the coils, creating a continuous loop of heating and circulation. Other systems place the water tank directly on or beside the stove, allowing it to absorb heat passively. This setup works particularly well for smaller stoves or homes where space is limited. Regardless of the design, the result is the same: hot water for showers, delivered without the need for electricity or modern appliances. The wood stove method is especially effective during the colder months, when fires are already burning to keep homes warm. By using the same heat source for multiple purposes, the Amish maximize efficiency and minimize waste. A roaring fire not only heats the room, but also provides warm water for cooking, cleaning, and of course, showers. It's a brilliant example of how the Amish integrate their systems to get the most out of their resources. This method also offers an added sense of independence. With no reliance on gas or electric utilities, the system works regardless of outside conditions. Even during storms, power outages, or cold snaps, as long as there's wood to burn, there's hot water to enjoy. This reliability is one of the many reasons the Amish continue to rely on wood stove systems for their daily needs. Of course, heating water with a wood stove requires some effort. The fire needs to be lit, maintained, and stoked regularly to ensure a steady supply of heat. This means chopping and storing firewood is a necessary part of the process. While this might seem like a chore to some, for the Amish, it's simply part of life. I remember trying to chop wood once. It looked so easy in the movies. Let's just say my precision swings left the log looking like it had been chewed on by a beaver, so if you don't get it right on your first try, don't feel bad. You just need more practice and you're good. For the Amish, though, chopping wood is a skill honed over time. It's not just about strength. It's about rhythm, accuracy, and knowing exactly how to split a log with minimal effort. The steady rhythm of tending a fire also brings a sense of satisfaction. There's something deeply grounding about stacking logs, lighting a flame, and feeling the warmth radiate outward. For the Amish, this simple ritual connects them to their environment and their traditions. While the wood stove method is efficient, it does require careful attention to safety. Proper installation of pipes and tanks is essential to prevent overheating or pressure buildup. Amish families often install pressure release valves and monitor the system regularly to ensure everything is functioning properly. Maintenance is minimal but crucial, as a well-maintained system not only lasts longer, but also operates more safely. The placement of the water tank and pipes is also carefully considered. Pipes are often insulated to retain heat and prevent freezing during colder months, while tanks are placed in locations that maximize heat absorption from the stove. These small details make a big difference in the efficiency and safety of the system. One of the most impressive aspects of this system is how seamlessly it integrates into daily life. The wood stove isn't just a water heater, it's also a source of heat for the home, a cooking appliance, and sometimes even a way to dry clothes. This multifunctionality makes it a cornerstone of Amish living, proving that one tool can serve many purposes when used creatively. For example, while the stove is heating water for a shower, it might also be baking bread, simmering soup, and warming the house. It's a hub of activity that brings the family together, embodying the Amish emphasis on simplicity and resourcefulness. While the wood stove method is highly effective, it does have its limitations. For instance, the system depends on a steady supply of firewood, which requires time and effort to gather and chop. Additionally, the heat output can be difficult to regulate, meaning the water might become too hot or not warm enough without careful monitoring. To address these challenges, the Amish use techniques like adding mixing valves to temper the water temperature or timing showers to coincide with periods of peak heat. These small adjustments ensure the system remains practical and user-friendly, even for larger families. The wood stove method is a perfect example of how the Amish blend tradition with practicality. It's an old-fashioned solution that meets modern needs, providing hot water in a way that's sustainable, reliable, and deeply connected to their values. With a bit of effort and a well-tended fire, they've created a system that delivers warmth and comfort without a single drop of gas or watt of electricity. Another brilliant way the Amish heat their shower water without gas or electricity is by harnessing the power of the sun. Solar heating is one of the simplest, most eco-friendly methods, relying entirely on nature to do the work. By using dark-colored tanks or barrels and placing them in sunny spots, the Amish create a low-tech solar water heating system that provides warm water for daily use. The concept behind solar heating is straightforward. Sunlight heats the surface of a container, which in turn warms the water inside. The darker the container, the better it absorbs heat, making black or dark-colored barrels the go-to choice for this method. These barrels are filled with water and placed in areas where they'll receive the most sunlight, typically on rooftops or open spaces with little shade. As the sun beats down on the container, it gradually warms the water, creating a ready supply for showers and other household needs. This method works best in regions with plenty of sunlight, particularly during the warmer months. However, the Amish have also found ways to make solar heating work in colder climates by combining it with other techniques like insulation or backup heating systems. The setup for solar heating is remarkably simple. A large metal or plastic barrel, painted black for maximum heat absorption, is positioned to face south, ensuring it captures sunlight throughout the day. The barrel is often elevated, either on a platform or mounted on a roof, to allow gravity to pull the water down to the shower when it's needed. Some Amish families enhance this system by enclosing the barrels in a glass or plastic greenhouse-like structure. This traps additional heat, similar to the way a car heats up when parked in the sun. The extra layer of protection helps retain warmth, even on days when the sunlight is weaker or temperatures are cooler. For added efficiency, the barrels are fitted with simple valves and pipes to direct the water where it's needed. When someone wants to take a shower, they simply turn the valve, and gravity delivers the warm water. It's a no-frills system that's as effective as it is sustainable. One of the biggest benefits of solar heating is its simplicity. There are no moving parts, no complicated machinery, and no need for constant maintenance. As long as the barrels are positioned correctly and kept clean, they'll continue to provide warm water with minimal effort. It's a truly set-it-and-forget-it system, perfect for those looking to reduce reliance on modern utilities. Solar heating is also incredibly cost-effective. Aside from the initial investment in barrels and pipes, there are virtually no ongoing expenses. Sunlight is free, after all, and the system doesn't require any fuel or electricity to operate. Over time, this translates into significant savings, especially for large families who use a lot of hot water. While solar heating has plenty of advantages, it's not without its challenges. The most obvious limitation is its dependence on the sun. On cloudy or rainy days, the water may not heat up enough for a comfortable shower. Similarly, during the winter months when sunlight is weaker and less consistent, the system's efficiency can drop significantly. To address this, the Amish often combine solar heating with other methods, such as wood stoves or thermal mass systems, to ensure a steady supply of warm water year-round. By using solar heating as the primary method and reserving backup systems for less sunny days, they strike a balance between sustainability and practicality. Another potential challenge is heat retention. Once the sun sets, the water in the barrels begins to cool down, which can make early morning or late-night showers less enjoyable. To combat this, the Amish insulate their barrels with materials like straw, foam, or even old blankets. This added layer of insulation slows down heat loss, keeping the water warmer for longer periods. Despite its limitations, solar heating remains one of the most popular methods among the Amish for heating shower water. It's simple, efficient, and aligns perfectly with their commitment to living in harmony with nature. By relying on sunlight instead of gas or electricity, they've created a sustainable system that's both eco-friendly and budget-conscious. For anyone considering solar heating, the Amish approach offers valuable lessons. Whether it's choosing the right materials, positioning the barrels for maximum sunlight, or insulating them for better heat retention, these techniques can be applied to modern off-grid living with ease. It's proof that sometimes the oldest solutions are still the best ones. Another ingenious method the Amish use to heat their shower water involves insulated tanks and the principles of thermal mass. These techniques focus on retaining heat as long as possible, ensuring that once water is warmed, it stays warm without requiring constant reheating. By combining smart insulation with heat-retaining materials, the Amish maximize the efficiency of their water heating systems. Insulation is key to keeping water warm, especially during colder months. Amish families insulate their water tanks using readily available materials like straw, foam, or even old blankets. These layers act as barriers, preventing heat from escaping into the colder surrounding air. For outdoor tanks, straw bales are often stacked around the base, creating a natural, biodegradable insulation layer. Indoor tanks might be wrapped with specially designed insulating materials or lined with reflective sheeting to minimize heat loss. Some tanks are built directly into walls or partially buried underground, taking advantage of the Earth's natural insulating properties. This setup not only helps maintain the water's temperature, but also protects the tank from freezing in extreme winter conditions. With these methods, the Amish ensure their water remains usable, no matter the weather. The concept of thermal mass involves using materials that absorb and store heat, then release it gradually over time. This principle is often applied to water heating systems, where materials like stone, brick, or concrete are used to retain warmth. For example, a water tank might sit on a stone platform or be surrounded by heat-absorbing bricks. These materials capture heat from nearby wood stoves or solar heaters and slowly release it, keeping the water warm for longer periods. Thermal mass is also used in conjunction with other heating methods. For instance, if a wood stove heats the water tank, the surrounding stonework absorbs excess heat, creating a secondary source of warmth. This layered approach reduces the need for constant heating, making the entire system more energy efficient. The real brilliance of Amish water heating lies in their ability to combine methods for maximum efficiency. Insulation and thermal mass are rarely used alone. They're part of a broader system that might include solar heating, gravity-fed tanks, or wood stoves. By integrating these elements, the Amish create a water heating solution that's both sustainable and reliable, capable of providing warm showers without gas or electricity. The Amish have shown us that heating shower water without gas or electricity isn't just possible, it's practical and efficient. From gravity-fed systems and wood stoves to solar heating and insulated tanks, their methods demonstrate the power of simplicity and resourcefulness. These techniques don't just save money, they align with sustainable living practices that respect both nature and tradition. Whether it's insulating tanks with straw or using thermal mass to retain heat, the Amish remind us that low-tech solutions can still meet modern needs. If you're inspired by these methods, why not try incorporating one into your own home? Start small. Maybe experiment with insulating your water tank or exploring solar heating options. These techniques aren't just for off-grid living. They're a chance to reduce reliance on conventional energy and embrace a more self-sufficient lifestyle. Before you go, hit the subscribe button for more insights into Amish ingenuity and sustainable living tips. And let us know in the comments, which of these methods would you try? Or do you have your own clever off-grid water heating trick? Click on the video popping up here to learn even more about how the Amish live sustainably, and we'll see you in the next one.